Welcome to Commerce classes. Now in the series of technical terms, we are taking up two more terms today, accumulated profits and accumulated losses. Now the term accumulated profits means the profits or the balances available in various reserves and surpluses. Like the nature of reserve can be revenue or capital, but these are all accumulated profits. In our capital profits, we have capital reserve, capital redemption reserve, securities premium, share forfeited account balance. So these are our accumulated profits in the nature of capital, but these belong to equity shareholders. Similarly, our general reserves and profits include surplus, general reserve, development rebate reserve, investment allowance reserve, dividend equalization reserve, export profit reserve, revaluation reserve or plant replacement reserve, project export reserve, or any other reserve in the nature of accumulated profits. Now the important point herein is this, that these reserves are created out of transfers of profits to these reserves. They may bear a different name like dividend equalization reserve. This reserve is maintained so that a company is in a position to pay dividends regularly. So in some years when company is having more of the profits, they put money in this reserve, and later on in other years when they are not having enough of profits, they can utilize this reserve to give the dividend. So the nature of this reserve is still that it is a part of profits. Similarly, when we have investment allowance reserve or export profit reserve, now these are the reserves which are maintained, or project export reserve. These reserves are maintained by the company to avail some kind of tax benefits. So during the period of tax benefit or tax holiday that the companies are availing, they put a part of their profits into these reserves. And after the fixed period, this reserve is again transferred to general reserve. So they are not having any liability against them. Right? So these are all your general reserves. Now these are all accumulated profits, and as such all the profits and reserves of liquidating company, vendor company belongs to the equity shareholders. So at the time of company's liquidation, all these profits and reserves, they must be transferred to equity shareholders account. So these reserves are there in your books with a credit balance. In order to transfer these to the equity shareholders account, we need to pass entry various reserves debited to equity shareholders account. We will be studying these entries in detail also, but for the time being, we are just understanding that these reserves belong to shareholders and they increase their claim in the company. So these must be credited in their account. Now the opposite of your profits is losses. So the company might be having accumulated losses in the form of negative balance of surplus, preliminary expenses, discount on issue of shares, deferred revenue expenses, or any other fictitious asset. Now these losses also belong to equity shareholders, because these are either the losses or accumulated expenses which the company is not able to write off till now. So unexpired expenses like your advertisement suspense account, it is lying in the books as a debit balance. So you were not able to write it off completely, and now when the company is being liquidated, so this is a loss. So it must be transferred to equity shareholders account. Now these are the losses, so these are going to reduce the claim of shareholders. Any kind of losses reduce the claim of owners in the company. So this must be debited in equity shareholders account. So for this, our journal entry will be equity shareholders account debit to various accumulated losses account. So we'll write up these one by one, and the amount will be debited in the equity shareholders account. So in any given question, we need to identify accumulated profits and losses. These are not to be settled. These are the profits or losses belonging to the owner. So these must be transferred to equity shareholders account, because in case of companies, equity shareholders are the residual shareholders having a claim on all the profits, and they need to bear all the losses also. So this will go to their account. So I hope these two terms are clear. Thank you.